Hello my gorgeous souls and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Provost and this wonderful...
I'm Dad.
He's going to introduce himself. This wonderful gorgeous man. So I have him today, should I say assisting? Sous chef?
Yeah. Right.
We're going to make a wonderful pad thai. Now this is sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, but really, really tasty. So Dad is going to get started on the body of it. So he's going to make it with this little gadget machine thing. So he's going to start with the carrots. He chops them in half, he's peeled them. And then you can take one here if you want.
I'm not good with this because I usually, old school, use a knife.
And if you don't have a machine like this, oh, okay.
Use a knife.
You use a knife, yeah. I don't even really know how this machine works, but basically you shove her in and you twist it and you get noodles from it. So while Dad's merrily doing that.
Say merrily.
There we go. So while Dad is taking care of the body of the pad thai, I'm gonna get started on the sauce. We're halving the size that we would normally make, but to feed about 4 to 5 people, last time we made?
Yeah.
Depends how much you eat, but to feed about, let's say, a family of 4, we would use we used 4 zucchinis or courgettes. We used about 3 big, thick carrots, maybe about like at least 200 grams of snow peas. We used 1 capsicum, and we used a handful of bean sprouts. We don't have any with us today, but we definitely would 100% put them in normally. A quarter of red cabbage, and about a quarter of a large red onion.
Right, I'm just the assistant.
And then herbs as well. We also do mint, basil, and coriander. So for the sauce, I'm gonna chuck in a garlic. If you really like garlic, you can put in 2 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna put in a good knob of ginger, and I mean a good knob of ginger. We love ginger. I love ginger. I'm gonna put in 2 chilies. Guys, if you don't like too much heat, then obviously cut your chilies in half, remove the membrane and the seeds, and just do the fresh, and it won't be as intense of a heat. If you do like your heat, then leave it all in. I've left them all in this one, and already the smell of it, it's gonna be stronger than last time. I'm also gonna put in a stem of lemongrass. So I'm just gonna peel off that top layer where it can get a bit chewy.
If there's any of you out there watching, you can let Tia know that I'm using this right or wrong. I don't think it's right, but anyway, we're getting there.
I have no idea, so as I've told all of you guys before, I tend just to use my hands or a knife or a fork too. I think I don't really use gadgets, so...
You take after her Dad.
Take after my dad, I do. Alright, so lemongrass is in. I know, it smells so good.
That's from your garden.
It is from the garden. So I just have some kaffir lime leaves. I'm just gonna pop in about 3. I mean, if you have fresh, of course use fresh, but, which I think we do have fresh, but I'm just being lazy today. So I'm gonna chuck in some salt, pink Himalayan of course. Nice pinch. I'm gonna put in the juice of 2 limes. Then gonna add 2 spoonfuls of honey, so basically 2 tablespoons.
Good local honey, guys.
Oh, it smells amazing. And then I add about 2 cups of water. It smells so good.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait for you guys to smell this. Ooh.
You can smell everything, right? The chili is hot.
The chili is hot. I don't know if I'm getting
this. Lemongrass is awesome. Just a really nice one.
So good. So guys,
ginger.
You can have this literally once we've done the body of the salad. You can have it just as a raw salad and pour it on. It's cold, no heating has been necessary, no cooking has been necessary. Or you can do what we like to do, which is we just pop this in a saucepan and we just sort of bring it to the boil and then let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. Just get that heat going through it, and then it just adds a bit of warmth to your pad thai. So that's what we like to do. I very much take after my father when it comes to cooking. Dad, we would always...
And looks too, guys.
Of course. Living spit of each other. We would always get Dad cookbooks, all of us kids, and Mum for any birthday, any holiday, any present basically. Aprons and cookbooks, that's all we would get you.
I don't golf, I don't fish, I don't do anything really other than spend lovely time with my family and cook. And it's generally around the same time.
Yeah. So basically it was kind of the only gift that we could get him that he didn't really have. But we have this whole library of all these different cookbooks, and Dad, to get inspiration, there's Mom's phone going off. Dad, to get inspiration, would go through all of his cookbooks and just see what would jump out at him, what recipes would kind of excite him. And then he'd go to the supermarket, look at what was in the supermarket, and then make up some sort of variation or adaptation from there. And when I first...
Never used the cookbook at all.
He's not a recipe man. So when it comes to me with cooking, when I first made this, Dad and I were doing it together, and you asked me how I came up with this recipe, and I was like, well, I love pad thai, but there's lots of things in it that I don't eat anymore, so I wanted to find sort of a healthy alternative. And whereas Dad would, you know, kind of a bit old school, would go through his cookbooks, a bit modern, go through Google. So what I would do is I would Google, I would see what was out there. I'd look at about 3 or 4, sometimes 5 different recipes and be like, yeah, I like that, I don't like that, but I like that from this one. And I kind of just write down the ingredients that I like and then pop it together and hope that it's gonna work out. Normally it does. So, like father, like daughter.
There you go.
So if you wish, you can put nuts in this. Roasted nuts would go really well, but we don't, and so instead the snow peas act as that bit of crunch for them instead of the nuts.
Guys, a little tip for you. When they say roasted nuts, how we do them, or how I do them, is get a fry pan. The bigger the base, the better, and you can scatter your nuts on them, turn it on, just keep turning them. When they're cooked enough, they're done. That's your roasted nuts. It's about a 3-minute job.
A lot cheaper than buying a packet of roasted nuts.
You buy them?
You buy roasted nuts, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You pay for it.
Oh, I'm sure you pay for it. From our garden, this lovely little baby.
Okay, so just very gently, the noodles from this machine get really long, as you can see. So I'm just gonna gently toss that. With the Spanish onion, we're just dicing it really finely because again, you don't want that big, intense hit of onion, raw onion. You want it just to be really subtle and just to mix in with all the other flavors.
I like my onion really fine, but Tia's not so fussy with that.
With the herbs, it's really dealer's choice as always, but we love to put in mint, basil, coriander, which we don't have any of at the moment. And also today we're putting in some parsley, which is really good for you. Little tip with the mint when you're dealing with it, just be really gentle. It's a herb that if you kind of are too rough with it and too forceful down here, it's got all the flavors.
Same with the basil.
Same with the basil. All the flavor is going to go into the chopping board and you kind of lose the essence of it. Sorry, I moved away from it. We've already put some more in. The camera actually stopped, so we're redoing the herb. But yeah, we're gonna pop that in. I mean, look how glorious. Hopefully you can see it. Look how glorious that is. It's so colorful. I absolutely, absolutely love this dish. So now we're just gonna add the sauce to it, which we heated. Again, it can be raw. I'm just gonna simply pour it over. I'm just gonna give it a mix to allow everything to go through.
Smells awesome.
It smells really good, doesn't it? All the pulp's sitting on top, so just gonna give it a very gentle toss through. So it partly cooks the zucchini, it partly cooks the carrot, the cabbage. It's great.
It's sticky little. Looks like pasta.
I don't know, what is it? Zucchini? Ah! Zucchini noodles. And that's what it looks like. How glorious is that? So vibrant, so healthy. It smells amazing. Didn't actually take too long. It's a pretty, I mean, probably the longest bit is...
She had the gun with it, that's why. I'm the master.
It's very true though, it's very true. Yeah, let's eat it. Alright, this isn't gonna be pretty guys, but I'm already flicking it everywhere. Let's try.
Maybe with the noodles, you could cut the veggie a little bit shorter so that they're not as long. But yeah, good.
It's so good. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned by subscribing down below, pressing the button that's there somewhere. There's more to come. Hope you enjoyed Dad making a special appearance again.
Nice to meet you guys.
Putting his little expertise and wisdom. If there's anything you would like to know, any questions you have for me, please post them in the comments and I will get back to you as quick as I can. But I'm wishing you all a blessed day wherever you are. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Ciao.